Hello everyone, how all you are doing today? My name is Shanna and I want to welcome you all to my beautiful cross stitch mess. Today is August 12th of 2024 and we are experiencing currently the hottest day here in Belgium from the summer. And I can tell you it is hot. I think the weather is trying to kill me. um, I have several things to talk to you about. I have some whips to show you, some plants, and a teeny tiny bit of haul today. And I will also give you a life update at the end. With the exception of I talked last time about my grandmother. Long story short, she is doing okay at the moment. But I will tell you a bit more about that after my cross stitch related subjects. If you hear any noises, it's either my cats that are fighting. We currently have Missy and Alice here. And also, if you're new here, I am a mom of two beautiful daughters, and it's still the summer holidays here, so they're still off school, and my big little one is at home right now. So yeah, I told her I don't want her to be in front of the camera, so I'm hoping uh she will obey that. um but yeah, it could be she needs some attention. She's 11, my youngest is 3, but my oldest has yeah, some problems like ADHD, and she's also on the autism spectrum, or so we believe, and her physicians believe also. So yeah, sometimes it's hard to not get attention for half an hour for her. So we'll see how that turns out. I just hope she can stay behind the camera. Um, because I don't like her being in front of the camera, for at least not for things like YouTube and stuff like that. I do have a Facebook account where I occasionally put pictures on of me and my family, but that account is private, is only for friends and family to see. So, um, that being said, I will first show you what I've worked on last month, because I told you last update that I lost my stitchy bug completely, but luckily, just after filming my last Flosstube, it came back. So I worked on a few projects. These are in no particular order. We're starting off with my dimension. It's called Fairy Tale. Let me just grab a picture for you. It's the Dimensions Gold Collection. Absolutely stunning piece. I don't have an exact starting date, but I think I started that about 4 years ago, 3.5, 4 years ago. So it is a beautiful piece. This is just a bag I bought from a crappy website. I ordered there once, but the clothes that we got were really not good, so I don't recommend ordering there. But I do use the bags as project bags. And this is where I am with this project. And the colors in this are amazing. I just did a whole bunch here in the background. So yeah, this is where I'm at right now. I almost finished page 2. I started page 1 here. That is finished as a whole. And now I'm working my way up. And the page is almost complete. So, the needle minder, my Mickey Mouse one, I got from Etsy. But that store used to make needle minders of Disney pins, like the ones you can get from the Disney parks. But that shop no longer does that anymore, unfortunately, because I love the idea and I love the needle minders she produced. But yeah, uh, I'll deal with that later. Then in this project bag, this is just a bag I bought at how do you say that in English? I bought it at the thrift store. That was the one I was looking for. It's just a regular bag. There's no brand on it, but I loved the cute little deer and the bunny and the colors, so I thought for €2, why not? In this lives my Ladybird Fairy by Joan Elliott. I only have the small stitch example because it comes from a magazine, the one I'm stitching, so I just copied or made a working copy of the chart. I do that regardless if it's from a magazine or a kit's or anything else. I make always a working copies because with 3 cats and with 2 little kids in the home, yeah, it won't be the first time that my pattern gets ruined by one of them. I am stitching this on 28 count even weave from Sew It All. It is a printed fabric and it is in the colorway Fairy Lights. I'm stitching this 2/2 with the called for DMC and other stuff, and with that the whole bottom is done. All the flowers here, and then a little bit of here, and then over here is the shawl that's coming out, and then these are her 2 feet, and I love this project. Finally, feeling like I'm getting somewhere with this one. This was my birthday start this year, either my birthday start or my New Year start. I think it was my birthday start. And I got this needle minder off a shop called Chibi Hour. So CHIBI and then Hour, like HOUR. It's a French website, and occasionally there are some fairs here in Belgium, and occasionally I come across them and I buy stuff from them. So all the ladybugs are done as well, with their backstitch and their little beads. So, and the French knots, there are some French knots in the ladybugs as well. So yeah, really pleased with this one. And you can kind of see the fabric. It's like greens and purples, a bit of blue. There, I think that's a good representation of the fabric. So there's that one. And then you guys, one of my favorite projects I'm currently working on lives in this bag. It's a project bag from Littleboat88 on Etsy. I love the horses, and there is also, oh, how do I show this to you? There. The inside fabric are cowboy boots. And in here lives my unicorn. Oh, come on. Don't show the chart. I finally remembered to write some stuff down about this chart. If you saw my last video, I kept forgetting looking up from which magazine this comes from, but I finally wrote it down. So it is a pattern from Jenny Barton. So Jenny, Jenny, and then Barton, Barton. And it's from the Cross Stitch Gold issue 161, but you can also order the pattern from her website as a digital pattern. So you can still get this if you Google her name. This chart will come up, and it's just called Unicorn, I believe. But a stunning design. And I'm stitching this on 28 count linen or even weave, can't remember that. Oh, come on. I just hope the chart is not showing on the camera. So as I was saying, I am stitching this on 28 count fabric dyed by Extrude Design in the colorway Tulip, but I can't remember if it's a linen or an even weave, but I think it's a linen. And this is another needle minder from that Etsy shop that used to do the pins into needle minders. But look at that progress, isn't it adorable? It's also a pleasant fabric, so as you can see it sparkles, and there are also some beads here, which is part of the headpiece the unicorn is wearing. I love this design. It's reasonably small. It's one of my smallest pieces I think I'm working on as well, so this was a mania start. So I started this in May of this year, and I think I'm pretty far along. We're just starting out. I really hope I can get to finish this soon. On the other hand, I will miss it because, as I said, I love this design so much. So yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The fabric is a bit darker, but because my lighting is terrible here, that won't show up properly, I think. But I think I will have plenty of leftover to do another piece on this beautiful fabric. We'll see about that, but I do love everything about it. I love my fabric choice, I love the way the chart flows, I love the design overall, and mind you, I'm not into unicorns most of the time. But every once in a while then I get to see a chart like this one, and I'm like, yep, this is it. And mind you, I do love horses. I just don't get the concept of the unicorns, because usually the unicorns are like a whole different, how do I explain this? Most of the time, unicorns are portrayed differently than horses in most of the patterns. At least that's my opinion. But because the horse is so realistic here, or the unicorn is so realistic here, I like it way better. If the camera is shaking, that's because Alice is on the table where my laptop is resting. I don't know if she will say hi to the camera or not, just like last time. You want to say hi? Hi. Hi, everyone. Yes. Hi, everyone. She doesn't like being picked up. Hi. There's the camera. There's the camera. You have to say hi. Yes. Here. Come say hi. Yeah, there we go. You're gonna stay with your back to the camera? If you hear anything, it's my oldest laughing right now because she thinks it's funny. Yeah. You're gonna stay with your back to the camera? Sorry, you guys. Okay, let's move on. So, in this project bag, there are two projects of mine. Both are Heaven and Earth design charts. And yeah, first I'm going to show you Birth of a Star by Rachel Anderson. I am stitching that one extreme cross country. So which means I started out with one color, and that color is 939. So yeah, it's like a very, very dark blue color. This is what the chart will look like finished. There. And I am currently at 9 point something percent. Oh, no, 8.87%. Don't scratch my sofa. Thank you. Ah, there we go. Now looking at the camera. Distractions of the kitty cat. So you want to go upstairs? Is that what you're asking? You want to go upstairs? No? No. Okay. Not going upstairs. Her brother is in timeout upstairs because he was I have two female cats and one male cat, and yeah, sometimes Magnus, the male cat, doesn't leave the two girls alone, even though he's castrated and they are also neutered, so they still can't, or he can't leave them alone for 2 minutes, so that's why I put him in timeout. Okay, so here is what this looks like. I'm stitching this on 28 count, easy grit fabric, 2/1 half cross, because ain't no way I am doing this background in full crosses. And this is where I'm at right now. So here you can see like the shape of the moon, and I'm almost at the end of the first row pages of this project. So with 939, of course. And I started this somewhere in 2022, but I can't. I think May or June 2022. No. I actually started this in 2023. Right. I started this in July of 2023. Memory. But yeah. There we go. You want to go to your brother? Or what is it? Oh, your brother is on the. You're gonna play nice now, Magnus? You're gonna play nice now? Oh, come on. Sorry for the interruption, you guys. Living with cats. It's just a whole adventure on its own. And then my second page I'm working on is, oh, don't forget my thread. Fairy in the Wood by Morgan Fitzsimmons. This was my first ever hate that I came across, and I was, well, not my first hate I came across, but it was the first one where I thought I was like, oh, yep, that will be my first hate, because I am in love with these colors, and I'm in love with the design. Yeah, but the clear, there we go. I know my lighting is terrible here, but what can you do? I am currently at 27.56% with this project. I am stitching this 1/1 full cross on 25 count Magic Guide by DMC. And as you can see, I am currently working at the base, and I almost have one eye complete. But you guys, there's so much confetti, like here in the flower of her hair, and then her eye. It's just all confetti. All confetti. But beautiful design, if I do say so myself. And yes, this I started this in January of 2021, and I just used masking tape at the edges because I didn't I don't know how to sew with a sewing machine, so I couldn't do, like, how do you call it, a running stitch, or I don't know how it's called, but I couldn't do that. And I never heard of the glue I use now. I now use a glue to prevent the fabric from like ruffling out, or how do you call it in English? You know what I mean. To protect the edges, let's say it like that. I don't know how the glue is called in English, but it is from Prym, so Prym. So it is to glue fabric. It's a very good glue if you want to, if you, like me, don't know how to sew. There we go. So that were all my whips, and I'm going to drink a glass of water now, because as I said, it is very, very hot here in Belgium, and all that talking made my mouth a little dry. So, I am going to haul now. It's just a teeny tiny bit, as I said. I just bought 2 new magazines. One is the Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue. And if you want to see a flip through of that, you can go to see Zook Stitch, her channel. She did a flip through of this one. And then the other one is a Cross Stitch Gold magazine. It's the Birds Collection Special, and there are a few stunning designs in here as well, like the puffin. Puffins are one of my favorite birds. Next to penguins, I just love them. Ever since I saw the Swan Princess was when I was a little kid. I just love the character Puffin, and yeah, the character just stayed with me, and I still love the look of Puffins. This one is also a very beautiful chart. But I'm not going through the whole magazine now, but if you want to see a flip through, just leave a comment and I'll see what I can do. Okay, that was it for my cross stitch section, because my plans and my life updates are a combination of the two. So if you were just here for the cross stitch, then I thank you all for coming here, and I will see you all soon in the next update video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all the good things, and to comment if you have any questions, or if you want to leave a comment just to say hi, just do it. I'm also on Instagram I'm also on Instagram. My channel is also My Beautiful Cross Stitch Mess over there, so if you want, just come say hi over there as well. Um, Now I'm going to tell a bit of a life update first, and then I will go into plants and how one is the immediate effect of the other. Um, so as I mentioned before, last update, my grandma was admitted in the hospital and she needed surgery, but we didn't know much more then. Turned out it was just, and her age, nothing is just because she's 82, but it was just gallstones. She had them surgically removed, and they did the surgery on Thursday. She could leave on Friday, so she could leave the hospital on Friday again. And then she was good over the weekend. I visited her, everything was okay. She was a bit sore, but that was to be expected. And then on Monday, she was admitted again at the hospital with a high fever. Turned out she had an inflammation on her gallbladder now from the surgery. So she had to stay for a whole week there to get the infection under control. And all of that took a toll on her body. Unfortunately, she went from a, for her age, very mobile person to not wanting to do anything at all anymore. So I hope with time she'll get to her old self again, but with her age, I am not so sure of that anymore. We are still going on Saturday to the Efteling. As I mentioned before, we are taking a trip with my grandmother. We are leaving Friday, we're staying at a hotel, and on Saturday we are going to the theme park, the Efteling, in the Netherlands. It is a beautiful park over there. I've never been to Disneyland, but I hear lots of comments that it's just as beautiful as Disneyland Paris. So yeah, and as I said, I love it there. It's my happy place. The children are really looking forward to it as well. Let's just hope my grandmother will not be too tired of the trip itself. And then on Sunday we're leaving again and coming home. But then, so my grandma was then just leaving the hospital. Oh, that's Magnus. Hi, friend. Hey, you're coming to say hi too? And he's gone. But Alice is again on the table at the laptop, so if anything's shaking, it's Alice again. I'm sorry. But then, so yeah, my grandmother was just out of the woods then. Her infection was under control and stuff like that. And then on a Tuesday, we got a call from my boyfriend's brother to tell that my father-in-law had a heart attack and things were not looking good. They were able to resuscitate him, but they kept him in a coma for now to just let his body and his heart rest. And then they tried to wake him up on Thursday and they saw there was no brain activity anymore. So my boyfriend, or my fiance, I should say, my fiance and his brother and sister and his mother all made the decision to let him go. So he died on July 26th of this year. And I am really struggling with that because he was such a sweet man. He was 83, so he was old as well. And he lived a good life and he didn't suffer. From that moment he had that heart attack, everything was gone already. So the doctor said he didn't suffer or anything like that. But I'm still struggling with the why. Why him? Because he was still very mobile as well for his age. He was still going, he did everything by bike, or mostly everything. He bought a tricycle just a few weeks ago because with a bicycle he had difficulty keeping his balance, but he was like, oh, then I'll just get a tricycle because I love the freedom I have on my bike. And he did all the things still while his mother struggles with her health for at least 10-15 years now. She can't walk two steps anymore without support. She's almost blind. Well, she doesn't see good with one eye. She has been a diabetic for 40 years. And while his dad was very sweet and very kind and nothing was too much for him, his mother is kind of a complainer. And mind you, I love them both and we all love them both. And it would have been also very sad to let go of her. But from her, we would have seen it coming. If it was her, we would have seen it coming, is what I want to say. And yeah, like now we had to make sure she was taken care of. So we, or at least his family, arranged a short stay at a retirement home until we found a more permanent solution for her, whether that's a room in a retirement home, or if that's more help at home. Him and his family are still looking at all the possibilities. But the family arranged for a short stay at a retirement home for now, and we had to take her, like me and my partner, and she was just so stubborn and she didn't want to come, and she made some very bad remarks to me, and she forgot all of it. She doesn't know anymore what she said to me and my partner almost forgot it too. But I'm still struggling with it because yeah, she really hurt me with saying some stuff, and it was all just because she didn't want to go to the retirement home, because in her eyes it's like a prison over there and she can't do anything. But the truth is she can't do much at home as well, because she just sits at her table doing crosswords. And mind you, I understand, because at that age, and if you're not very mobile anymore, then you can't do much anymore. But to me, whether you do that at home or whether you do that at a retirement home, it's the same. But yeah, enough of that. Let's just say I'm really struggling with the why of why my father-in-law, because he was such a sweet man and he will be dearly missed. And then my oldest daughter, who is here right now. On Friday, she had a little accident. She slipped here at the home and she bumped her head pretty hard to the doorpost. And we had to take her to the emergency room because there was like this little gap in her head. So that was an adventure in itself as well. Everything's fine now. She doesn't feel anything anymore, so no panic there. She didn't have a concussion or anything. It was just the little gap. It needed some stitches. We went home the same day. But as I said, it was an adventure in itself. And then another why is that hit me pretty hard is mind you, I don't know these people, but yesterday early morning here in Belgium, there was like, or here at the highway not far from our home, there was like this severe accident with a 50-year-old man who got drunk behind the wheel. He came out with some bruises and some cuts in his arms and legs, I think. And the other car that he had contact with, that he hit, actually, there was a family of 3 and their mom, dad, and a child of 8 years old, I think, and they were all 3 dead in an instant from that car accident. And that's another why I'm really struggling with, because that guy, he's 50 years old. He had already 14 charges of being drunk behind the wheel. And he still managed to get behind it, and he got just some bruising, and everything's fine with him. And that little happy family just got killed in an instant. And I'm really struggling with the why right now. Why my father-in-law? Why those 3 people? I'm not religious at all. So I can't be mad at God. But I'm wondering, if there is a God, why? And I know people that are religious say it's God's plan and you have to have faith in him and stuff like that, but I just can't. Like everything that's going on in Gaza, I'm not political in any way too, and I don't know much about it, but the situation in Gaza is also very terrible, and then all this stuff going on here. I'm just really struggling with the why, and I'm really more of a person who believes in faith, and if you do good you will receive good, and karma and all that, but even that, I can't believe that an 8-year-old girl did so much terrible things that she deserved to die in such horrible way. So that's where my plans come in. If you ever saw a video of Jessie Marie Does Stuff on YouTube, she is the creator of VibGo. She says stitching helps mend the soul and is therapy and stuff like that. So I I'm thinking about a new start. I don't know which one that will be, but I have a few an option. First one is Let Love Rain by Theresa Kogut, and there are actually 2 pieces in here. That would be therapy stitching with the Y. Of course, the first one is a beautiful sampler, Let Love Rain in itself. And the quote says, Let love rain. Oh, I'm showing a pattern. I'm really sorry. It says, let love rain in your heart and home. And the reasoning behind this is you can't let hate enter your heart. And even though I'm struggling with the why, I would still love to let love rain, as mentioned. It's a beautiful sampler with beautiful colors, and that's the first one I thought of starting while I'm struggling with everything. And then the second one is also here in this booklet, and it's called Love Your Family. And this quote says, if you want to change the world, go home and love your family, which I love that idea as well, because as I said, a lot can be solved with love, and it's a bit smaller than Let Love Rain, and it's another beautiful piece by Teresa Kogut. And I'm thinking about doing the year me and my boyfriend got together for now, or we are looking to marry at the end of next year, at the end of 2025. So either 2018, the year we met, or 2025, if we will get married then. Because you never know what's going to happen. That's what I've learned as well. Then another a piece I am looking to start is And God Saw. Even though, as I said before, I am not religious in any way, I am looking to start this one. If you saw me shaking my head no or anything, it was because my doorbell just rang, but I'm not expecting any visitors, and my daughter was looking to open the door, but I'm not feeling it right now to open the door. So, yeah. As I said, I am not religious in any way. And as I said, even though I don't believe in God and stuff like that, hold on a minute. I'm going to check who's at the door right now.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm calling, and no one picks up.
I'm sorry, I am recording.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I didn't know.
It's okay.
I hope there's nothing wrong. Okay, I guess I'll enter.
No. Yes. Come in and just sit in the sofa and I'll finish up. I'm just about done. Anyway. Oh, okay. It was a friend who's visiting right now, so she's here. She entered with her key and stuff like that, so no worries there. 3 times the charm. Another thing you need to know, I don't edit my videos. So yeah, I'm sorry for the interruption, but we're almost done here anyway. So yeah, even though I don't believe in God, I just think this piece will help heal my soul a bit. It is a beautiful chart in itself, and yeah, maybe the wondering will stop, because the quote here says, "And God saw everything he made, and it was good." So another beautiful piece, another one that I'm considering. And then the last one I am considering starting is Little House Needleworks Kringles, because a bit weird reasoning there, but it's Christmas and it's peaceful, and I think I need a bit of peace right now. So, yeah. There we go. So, this is the end of my video anyways. Again, sorry for the interruption. It's all Susie's fault. Hi, Susie. She watches my videos, so she'll have a laugh when she sees this back. So anyway, yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. If there's anything, let me know. Just comment. Leave a comment. Oh, there's the third one. So now you've seen all 3. Say hi, Missy. Say hi to the camera. This is Missy. Hi, Missy. She's half a dog because she welcomes everyone that enters the home, and she sleeps with me in the bed, and she sometimes even spoons with me, which I hate in this heat. But anyway, you wanna go away? But anyway, if there's anything, leave a comment, thumbs up, you know the drill. Subscribe if you would like to see another raw video of me because, as I said, I don't edit, I don't do anything, so what you see is what you get here. So, please stay yourself. Try to find some cool stuff here in the heat because, as I said, it's the warmest day here in Belgium as of now, and it's very hot. So, I see you guys later. Bye bye.